we are going to present you our lesson plan. This class is aimed at young learners from 12 to 14 years old in a class of 35 students. The level is A1 and the topic is contractions. We have some objectives for this class. To review the previous topic, that is contractions, to learn both affirmative and negative contractions of verb to be, and to identify contractions and pronounce this as well.
To develop our warmer part, we are going to have two activities. In the first one, we are going to use some full cards that contain all contractions we have explained previously. This is an example. And we are going to select the student who is going to participate according to the number each one of them has according to the list.
I am going to talk about the development part. This part will be divided into two activities. The first one is about listening and reading. Students will have a short text without contractions, and they will hear the teacher who will be reading the same text but with contractions. The idea with this activity is that students underline the part in which they hear the contractions. This activity will take 10 minutes and 3 repetitions.
The second activity is a kind of competition where students will be divided into 3 groups, organized by rows. The first one that clap, participates and gains a point if he or she does it correctly. This activity will deal with about 2 parts. In the first one, the teacher will write on the board a contraction and the student will pronounce it. And in the second part, the teacher will pronounce a contraction and the student will write it on the board. Our objective with these activities is to provide an explanation that allows students to remember and clarify some doubts.
The last part is about speaking. Students will walk around the classroom. When the teacher says stop, they will share their short text with the classmate that they meet.
Continuing with the development section for the writing activity, each student will have a worksheet that contains 4 activities. In the first part, they must answer some questions using contractions. In the second part, they will have some sentences and they must write the contraction form for those sentences. In the third part, they will have some sentences with contractions and they must write them in the complete form, without contractions. And in the last part, they must write a very short paragraph using the verb to be and contractions.
In the last part, the teacher and the students will give a general feedback, and the teacher will choose randomly the student who will participate.